Do you know this guy?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, do you know what's going on with him in Ontario?
Trying to silence him.
We shoved some of the tweets that got Dr. Peterson into trouble and asked people if he deserves to lose his license over it.
I studied totalitarianism for 4 decades, and I know how it starts.
I think anybody who's not using their medical license in an appropriate manner should have it taken away. I don't think you should have it taken away for statements made outside.
Nazis, white supremacists, these simply do not exist in Canada. There's no culture of such things in Canada, political or otherwise.
Because Trudeau called the truckers' protests racist.
Yeah.
He does not deserve to be quieted.
Sorry, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. Do you think because of this tweet, his license should be taken away?
No.
I think that this has nothing to do with what he does outside of this. You know, he's a professional besides this, so...
This is last year when he was criticizing the lockdown, saying enough already, time to stop. Do you think this is misuse of his psychologist license?
I don't think any free speech is misuse. It only matters if you're harming people, so...
I've read everything I can get my hands on in the development of authoritarian political systems, and I know the literature inside out and backwards. And I am not going to be a mouthpiece for language that I detest. And that's that.
Such oversight that they are giving to Dr. Peterson, do you think they should give it to like actors, actress, anyone who has any influence whatsoever over the public?
Well, I think actors and actresses are being managed by other people. I think he has free speech and free mind. That's why they can't silence him. So they have to force it.
Would you say that it's fair to take away his psychologist license or not?
I would say that that's probably not for me to decide. I think that's for a board to decide. People who actually are licensed for this stuff, not me.
I don't think you should have it taken away for statements made outside, but I feel like it's up to public opinion, and canceling doesn't feel like the right word.
Enough already, time to stop. Stop the masks, stop the lockdowns. I mean, if this is not political, I don't know what is. What's your opinion on that?
Of course it's political, and he's not wrong. I mean, now 2 years later, in hindsight, 3 years later, we can say this was politically motivated. Politicians are even coming out and saying, like Casey Madu, that this was politically motivated, not based on science. The lockdowns had more harm than good done to people. So he's telling the truth. He didn't say anything, but of course he's going against the government. So anyone who's going to criticize the government and is in any way dissent has to be silenced.
Supporters of Dr. Peterson are planning a protest in front of the College of Psychologists of Ontario office.